Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I very much hope that this video finds you well and in very good spirits wherever you are in the world. And if it's okay with you, for those who might be interested, let me take this opportunity to provide an update, a channel update, and also maybe a bit of a personal update in this current situation and this specific timing. Right now, as I'm making this video, it is the tail end of July 2022, the final weeks, in fact, the final days of July 2022 before we head into August 2022. And so let me, again, for those who might be interested, let me just provide a bit of a channel update and personal update. Nothing of any dire significance or adverse cause or anything, although I must say that it is a bit of a hectic time in terms of scheduling, in that, and I have mentioned this before, in that my family and I are currently in the process of making a move from our current living space right now to a new apartment in Tokyo. In fact, the location is not so far away from where we currently are. It's about a 10-minute ride, bike ride. In fact, we timed it, and taking some shortcuts from here to the new place, it actually is a little bit under 10 minutes, so by bicycle. So it's a very close place, which my family and I are we are very happy about that, because we like living in this area. There's a lot of convenience, and there's some comforts that we have become accustomed to and acclimated to in terms of living, and the availability of things and opportunities for me, and also for my children and my family overall. So we are very much taken with this area. So we didn't want to go to maybe a new place. So, but at the same time, we wanted to move to a different house. So we are moving to a different house, but relatively speaking, in the same or similar vicinity or location. So not so far away. So that's the news for me at the moment, which means that, and also I should say that we will be moving, the actual final moving date for us will be the beginning of August. So we have, in fact, as of the making of this video, there are only a few days between now and the moving date. So all the way during this month of July, what we have been trying to do, and what I have been trying to do specifically, is to try to, first of all, get ready for the move. And because we are planning to move to a new place that's, relatively speaking, quite close, what I've been trying to do is, first of all, arrange things, take things off shelves, put them in boxes, but in fact, not put them in boxes per se, but trying to alleviate the overall burden of the final move. You know, I didn't want to use up more boxes than necessary, and also in order to try to, say, cut down on the moving costs, because we are hiring a moving company and a moving van to help with the final move during the moving day. But the more boxes we need to have moved, the higher the costs. And so to try to reduce the costs, what I have been attempting to do is trying to take all the DVDs and Blu-rays and Laserdiscs that I have, and just moving them a little bit at a time, putting them in a little bit of a bag, largish bag, and carrying them, transporting them by bicycle. Many round trips between here and the new place. So I say total of maybe about, oh gosh, over the course of this month of July, maybe totaling nearly, I don't know, 30, 40, maybe more round trips by bicycle. You know, during my lunch hour, you know, I'm working during the workday, and I work from home mainly, but maybe during my lunch hour, I might just step out and put some DVDs in a large bag and put them in the bicycle, and then ride the bicycle from here to the place, and then drop them off, and then return. And maybe if I have time for one more round trip, I might put another load of DVDs and put them in the bicycle and ride off, and then come back. And the same was true for the Laserdiscs. So I tried to also make it so it would be a smooth ride, and to prevent damage, and to try to use, where necessary, some maybe bubble wrap or something like that. But it was a pretty it was a pretty manual, moving effort on my part to try to do all that. So I can say now that for the most part, the room is pretty empty, save for, say, the final load of titles, as it were, some of which you can find on the shelves here. These shelves used to be the shelves that I used for the Laserdiscs, but now the Laserdiscs are all gone, and they've now been transported again using the bicycle method. They've been transported a little bit at a time from this house to the new house. So it's a bit of a mess right there in the new house, but we'll be cleaning that up, or I'll be cleaning that up actually, when we move in proper again next week. So, but in the meantime, there were some titles that for one reason or another I couldn't part with. I just wanted to hold on to them for, until the last moment. I still have the TV set up here. There's the Blu-ray hooked up there. So the Blu-ray player, hooked up there. So all the way, to the last I grapple with thee. To the last, I want to watch some Blu-rays before, or maybe even at the very morning of the moving day. And so I have some of the Brian De Palma titles, and what else? Sergio Leone titles, and then some Twin Peaks watching as well. So in order to maybe soothe my mind and my heart, because, as I say, it is somewhat of a hectic schedule right now, and I admit that there are times when I do feel a sense of stress and a sense of feeling exhaustion. In order to wind down, in particular, it's always nice to still be able to take the opportunity to watch, I don't know, a Brian De Palma movie, or the latest Criterion release or something like that. So I do have a number of titles I want to hold on to until the very, very end. So, but for the most part, most of the collection has now been transported again via the bicycle method to the new place. And so next week will be a whole new sort of chapter in trying to get acclimated to the new place while still enjoying again the local vicinity. As I mentioned, it is a place that we are familiar with, and so it's not so far away, so we're very grateful for that. But at the same time, it is a new place, so that brings with it a whole sense of adventure and excitement, and a sort of new chapter as well. And so I'm very excited on that front. Now, I must say too that because of the hectic schedule, unfortunately, I haven't been able to maybe consider having video discussions on the YouTube channel like I might be otherwise accustomed to doing, or in terms of my own schedule. So I apologize if anyone has been maybe expecting any latest, uploads of any video discussions or Criterion release discussions. So unfortunately, I haven't been able to focus my attentions on films in that way. But hopefully when things are a little bit calmer, again, after the final moving date, which is again at the very beginning of August, once that has come and gone, then I'll find myself in a little bit more of a relaxed situation, and so I can get back to those, say, for instance, the Criterion discussion. So at the very moment we last left off with a discussion, if I recall, of Pink Flamingos. And so next up is Worst Person in the World, and I did mention that the Criterion release was the occasion for me to watch that film for the first time. Wow, there's so much to say about that, I think. And so I look forward to discussing that. Also, I must say that I was very fortunate to have received in the mail Raging Bull, the Criterion release of Raging Bull, the 4K. And also, just today, a couple hours ago, in fact, I checked the mailbox of the new place, because we are now able to access the mailbox of our new place. And so I had my recent mail pre-orders of Criterion titles sent to the new address, the new location, and lo and behold, today, a few hours ago, I checked the mailbox, and what did I find? I found a package, and in that package were these two titles. So I just received these titles in the mail right now. So Devil in the Blue Dress and Drive My Car. I haven't taken them out of the plastic wrapping, as you can see. I just received them. I haven't had time to watch them yet, again, because of the hectic schedule. I'm not sure if I'll be able to watch them this weekend or not. Maybe not. Maybe I'll have to save them for the following weekend again after things have been settled a little bit in the new place. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm looking forward. It'll be something to look forward to. Yes. So that's the situation as far as right now my own personal situation. But you know, I'm very kind of I'm filled with a little bit of how's it say, maybe bittersweet memories. You know, we've lived here in this place for a long time. There's some lovely memories. There may be a little bit some issues, of course, but overall we'd like to focus on the positive. And so, so there's some bittersweet feelings, but also at the same time the excitement ahead, the journey ahead, a new chapter ahead. So looking forward to it very much. And in the meantime, of course, as I say, there were some titles that I feel like I just need to hold on to till the very end. And so maybe later, it's right now the evening or the nighttime hours where I am on Friday. And so maybe after this video is complete, I will try to relax by watching maybe a Brian De Palma movie or something. So, or another title on the shelf. So. The Cronenberg titles are on the other side there, a little bit off camera, but so this is just the situation at hand. Again, when things are settled in the new place, then I hope to get back into the groove and return to what we've been talking about up to now. There are those live stream discussions that we've been mentioning, Superman film discussions that I always wanted to get back to, other discussions of the Cronenberg titles, De Palma titles, Angelopoulos titles, Criterion titles, some film noir titles, and the like, or gangster films from the 1930s, 1940s that I wanted to try to approach one of these days, as well as some other projects that I have been thinking about. But once things are settled and once things are a little bit clearer and a little bit free from sort of hectic activity, then I hope to return in earnest and in full force and return my attentions to making more video discussions on this channel. So, and hopefully that'll be very, very soon indeed, once we get into August. And as I say, after the moving date has come and gone, which is going to be in a few days from now. So until then, my dear friends, I don't know if I'll be able to upload any videos. If I can, I'll try, of course. But again, if you don't see any, if you do see some videos from me, it'll be great to see you. But if not, no worries. I'll be back, and it's again just due to the move and just trying to get things settled. So. You can always find me. There are some videos from the past that I still have on YouTube. I also am on Instagram, so if I do use Instagram rather frequently. So if you do want to reach out to me, there's Instagram Messenger. You can always follow me on Instagram. I put pictures up, so a little bit of videos as well. So if you want to reach out, or if you want to touch base with me on a more frequent occasion, you can always try to reach out to me on Instagram. But in the meantime, yes, YouTube is still here, so the channel is still here. So my dear friends, this is my way of saying I hope all is well with you. Things are well with me. It's a little bit busy, but I cannot complain. Things are well. So thank you so much to all of you for your kindness and support, and for reaching out to me, and for your messages and comments, and sharing with me your cinema journeys, your life journeys. I feel so honored and touched and blessed, and so moved that you would be willing to share with me these very important details of your life, and these very treasured moments and memories that make up who you are as individuals, as human beings. I feel very, very honored to be able to learn from you and to hear from you in those respects. So I hope these opportunities to get to know you more will continue, and indeed I will do my very best to keep that continuing, as I say, after things have settled in a few days, after moving day, which is going to be in a few days from now. So But cinema is still alive. Our love for cinema is still alive. My love for cinema is still alive. And as I say, to keep me somewhat, to alleviate stress and to keep me calm during the sort of twilight hours as I'm trying to relax during these final days. I'll have cinema to keep me company, and so I'm very grateful to cinema for that, as well as for many other things. My dear friends, thank you so much for sticking around. Again, I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Until then, my dear friends, as I say, please continue to be happy and healthy and well, and please keep on watching a lot of great movies. Thank you so much, as always, for your time. I very, very much appreciate it. Stay strong, stay safe, and cheers.